Hello guys, this is Pub from Pub back at it again, and you know I had this video to show you, this Decklist to show you, that I wanted to show you as soon as possible because there is the event currently right now to get the free-to-play card that is for this deck. But actually opening the game this morning, I got this notification. There's another ban list, and it's short. Kinda short for sure, but we have some releases. So I don't know if this is gonna be a hint. Definitely an hint at something. But before jumping right into it, guys, just a quick reminder, if you enjoyed the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here with Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel links, of course. Notice, for being limited list and skill balance. Another one. So, okay. So this is limited one, so they still want this to be played at 1, even though I didn't have any bad experience with Decklist so far. But maybe it's just me. Actually, guys, let me know in the comments if you're starting to see more Decklists included in this thing, in more Decklists on the ladder that maybe, you know, are just annoying to face, because I didn't have that. This is going to be applied on the 9th of January, so keep in mind that. And, well, no longer on list, Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. So, love it. I mean, of course. Now, any deck that plays Trishula, now, you know, since we got the Trishula Zero, we never were really afraid of Trishula coming out of the destruction of Trishula Zero, because no one would ever, you know, sacrifice a slot for this thing. But now, I mean, the limited one slot for this thing. But now, dude, now you have to be careful, because when Trishula Zero gets destroyed, these might come out, and it's not for this effect, because of course it does not get applied, but for the effect of Trishula Zero, that negates the effect of all your opponent's face-up monsters, and it cuts their attack in half. Dude, and this actually becomes a 3300? I honestly, the more they release, the more the hype for the next min max is gonna be great, and even greater and greater. You know why? Because if they release stuff, they're about to release more broken stuff. That's the thing. That's the only reason. If you release stuff that up until a certain time, up until yesterday, was limited and semi-limited, it's because you're releasing stuff that is even more powerful, and now releasing the current limited stuff, it's not a problem anymore. Let's go on. Spellbook of Knowledge. This is another good thing. Like, now we have like a pot of greed. Literally, for a lot of deck, this is literally pot of greed. And you don't waste your limited one spot. That's super nice. Who knows if they're gonna give us also a way to get more copies of this. But, well, this is definitely nice. So, 2 limited one, no longer on list. Let's go on. Puzzle Mino. I mean, this was definitely an incident, right? I mean, this was not supposed to happen. The poor Puzzle Mino was not supposed to get in the way of the ban list with Bishop Alkin, right? So this is, I'm happy they did it straight away. Actually, soon after the mistake, you know. Let's see if anyone else. Gold Sarcophagus. I actually hate this, because this means that now Shiranu can play 3 copies of this, and you know, I kind of don't love them, but I think a lot of people are gonna be happy with this, especially also, you know what, with Thunder Dragons. This is very good. Not gonna lie, this is a very good card to be released. There are all of the cards that actually mess up with banishing stuff are gonna be happy about this, and trust me, very nice. Do we have more? We have more. Dark Color Contact. There you go. So this was released. Actually, they told us here. So Contact is released, and this is a limited one. Makes sense. So you can spam as many summon and search as you want, but you can't spam the trap card as many times as you want. Makes sense. Do we have else? Or are we done? We're done. Rush Duel. We don't care. And that's it. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in Rush, actually. So, interesting takes. Again, I think we're gonna get a new set of limited one cards that are gonna be insane, probably. I think that's why they're releasing this stuff, honestly. So happy to see this. Again, from the 9th, Trishula Zero is gonna also be a floating monster. That's lovely. And that's it, guys, for the limited list. Let's go straight into the deck list that I want to show you. So, new Rin, same skill, and we got a couple of things to acknowledge here, and those are the new fusion monster. It's free to play because you can get this from the latest event as a drop, WINDWITCH Crystal Bell. But what this thing does, it's a Winter Bell, so the level 7 plus any WINDWITCH monster, and you can target a monster in another player's graveyard until the end phase. This card's name becomes that target's original name and replaces effect with the target's original effect. And because we play Crystal Wing, we play this, we play also the Clear Wing Rider, but also these other stuff that is basically negation, as you can see here. This could be very nice. This can come in clutch because when I first analyzed this, I didn't notice that this was either player's graveyard. I thought it was only your opponent's grave, so I said this is very situational, right? Like, what are you copying from your opponents? But if it's also your grave, then the music changes, right? So very nice. Also has a floating effect. If it gets destroyed, you get to summon a Winter Bell. Always the synchro guy, and then the synchro girl, and then the level 4 or lower WINDWITCH monster. Very nice, very nice, very nice. So, this is a very clean build, as you can see. I only have a couple of ice spell, and I think it's fine in the end, just because you're gonna search this with the skill. So your opening hand just needs to be considering that you have the searcher of the skill, just needs to be Fukimudoshi Piper to have an insane turn 1 that you will see in the replays. This insane turn 1 will consist basically of Crystal Wing, Clear Wing, and also Clear Wing Fast Dragon. Now, it's basically double negation of a monster effect, plus something that can protect these two guys if they're going to be targeted by a monster effect, and basically also another negation. So a total of 4, but the more genuine negation are these two one, because these are a little bit restricting, like you can negate only level 5 or higher and stuff like that. So very nice. How do we summon this thing? Of course, Necrofusion. I mean, I was the one already that brought this combo into Duel Links when we first got WINDWITCH with the Quintet Magician summon during our opponent's turn to pop everything. But now you have another target. In case, you can also go into Crystal Bell, and that's lovely. Really lovely, because eventually you can actually copy the effect of this guy when it's your turn, and you can basically recycle stuff and pop cards with this. You can copy anything. You can change the thing any turn. Every turn you can change the effect you're copying, so it's very, very nice. The Decklist is super easy, super simple. This is the main monster you always want to begin with. That summons another one. You're gonna summon this thing, as you will see in the replays, that searches another boy. So Fukimudoshi Piper is just nuts in this deck, not only because he gives you the chance to go into the Clear Wing Rider on top of the Crystal Wing, and then of course the Clear Wing Rider during the main phase of your opponent's turn tribute itself and summons this and this, but also because Fukimudoshi Piper makes you excavate 3 cards from the top of your deck and choose what you want. So you can either get a piece of the combo if you need like another Snowbell or anything like that, but you can also catch you a Necrofusion. And we know how how much the Necrofusion combo is good, especially if you can go into Quintet Magician. And keep in mind that your standard WINDWITCH combo, you can always go into Quintet Magician with 5 different monsters, because you're always gonna have at least one of these each, plus the Winter Bell. So that is definitely very, very nice. A very nice deck that people should not sleep on, and that I think is definitely cog worthy. If you struggle with this, you can even play a couple of limited 3 back rows by reducing these to 2 and these to 2. Eventually, it's gonna be a great choice in the end. I think it's if you really want to play some staples, but eventually you can even play 3 staples and actually put the number of bring the number of cards up to 23, because we have literally 6 searches. The skill makes it so these and these are searchers. So you have 6 searchers, plus 2, you have 8 way to get your starting card, and that's super nice, honestly. And guys, that's it. The extra deck, actually, now I wanted to update this not only for the new free-to-play card, the new free-to-play support, but also because now this deck has access to Clear Wing Rider and Clear Wing Fast Dragon. So that's why I want to do this. And honestly, very, very nice. Definitely a cog-worthy deck, both going first and second. Dude, I mean, because going second, you have multiple plays to go with, and I do love it. This card is it's another extenders, other than being a searcher because of the skill. This is another extenders, don't forget about it. Guys, that's everything for the explanation. If you have any questions, don't forget to drop them in the comment section down below. And let's jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. First replay against Odeon. Let's see what we have. Winter Bell XL against Dark Lords. So it's us to go. We have the Mudoshi Piper, lovely. So then we got also the starter, of course, that is the Ice Spell to summon the Glass Spell. Glass Spell searches for the level 3, the Freeze Spell Special Summon. At this point, Synchro Summon first into Windwitch Winter Bell. Use the effect to inflict some damage, more damage actually, than the skill to provide a level 1. Normal summon of the Fuki Mudoshi Piper, and we got another Fukimudoshi Piper. Then 4+7 is Clear Wing Rider. At this point, Windwitch chimes to summon another tuner to go first level 7 into Winter Bell, and then 7+1 is Crystal Wing. So it is the turn 1 that I was talking to you about during the Decklist breakdown. Also a set card, we're chilling. So what happens now, main phase is he activates Punish of the Dark Lords, Wing Rider's effect to summon Crystal Wing and Fast Dragon. Here comes all 3 of them on the field, lovely. And it's got the one wing Dark Lord to get the droplet. Jeez, that is tough. Then Ischel, I tried to negate that. I forced his droplets also to discard cards. He negated both. He scoped, but keep in mind that in the grave we had more than 5 different spellcasters. So we could have gone into Quintet or even into the new Windwitch Fusion. It's a copy effect of Clear Wing Rider, for example. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. Second duel against the Paradox guy. I don't remember the name. So it's us to go. As you can see, we do have the full combo because we just missed the level 1 tuner, but we're gonna search for it with the Glass Spell, as you can see. So usual stuff. So we search, we get the Freeze Spell on the field as the third monster. Then Winter Bell first Synchro Summon. Damage with the effect of Winter Bell, targeting the Glass Spell, then the skill to get level 1. Normal summon now for Fudoshi Piper to get the maximum number of excavation. Another Necrofusion. Guess what? We're getting the second Necrofusion. At this point, Crystal Wing first Synchro Summon, and then we're using the effect. In this case, we're going into the other special summon, first level 7 into Winter Bell, but now we're not going into the Clear Wing Rider, but we're going into Diamond Bell, a third part of the skill before the end phase to get basically more damage with the level 8, and then the skill to get the level 5 in hand. So this means we can inflict damage plus a pop with Diamond Bell. So this is the standard turn 1. Then it's even better with not 1 but 2 Necrofusion. And keep in mind we have literally 7 monsters, so we can use 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 different monsters to go into Quintet Magician and pop everything. And on top of that, we can also go with Winter Bell plus Snow Bell into the new fusion guy, Crystal Bell, and recycling any effect we want in the grave. That is beautiful. So He's got it's of course a zombie deck. So we in the end phase we just went going straight away into Quintet Magician to pop everything. He's got Mazera there to avoid the destruction of the boy, but then Crystal Wing to negate the effect of all gold, so to come back. Dino Mishka's here, changed to my second Necrofusion because I wanted to summon also the Crystal Bat. Keep in mind in this case, Crystal Bat could copy a Balladroch, so it becomes very nice. But at this point, I think he has nothing actually enough to do. We have everything here. We can just attack, negating the effect of Banshee. So Quintet Magician popping the monster there and going for a little with the Crystal Bell. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. Last but not least, unfortunately, I didn't have the chance to show you more replays. But if you have any questions, of course, don't forget to drop them in the comment section down below. We have Gostric Invitation, and we are going first. Double Necrofusion in end, and we have basically the Searcher because we have two spell cards. Of course, you always start with the Ice Spell. So what happens if you don't have Fukimudoshi Piper? You basically have -1 because Piper gives you a +1 with the search, of course, right? So that's sad, but still, we got also you can also take into account playing the Win, the Searcher, because we have a lot of we basically activate and summon only Win monsters, so you could potentially go into the Win to increase the chances of opening Piper, so Fukimudoshi Piper. So usual classic combo here. It's got the Gostric Medi for the damage, so already a monster on the field, but that's totally fine. So we're going into the classic one, basically having a clear Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon there, and then I use the effect of Freeze Spell to increase its level by 1, so it gets a 4, and 4 + 4 is basically Diamond Bell. So why did I do that? Because now with Diamond Bell we pop, because we already inflict damage, and we can pop because he has a card on the field, so we can just pop it. And at this point, last part of the skill to get this girl in hand. So during our opponent's main phase, we can discard, inflict damage, trigger Diamond Bell, and pop a card our opponent controls. Plus we got a couple of Necrofusion, but only one summon of the two. We have to decide unless we get to discard this. If we discard this, we have all of the numbers, all of the materials to go with both, with Quintet Magician and with the Crystal Bell. So double set, here we go. It's got Gostric Invitation to begin with, the skill to reveal the field spell, getting a monster on the field and a trap in the grave. Then Gostric mentioned there, a set on the field, and then Necrofusion during the end phase to go straight away into Quintet Magician, pop everything. And what do you do there? It just scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. I'm sorry I couldn't give you more replays of this. Maybe eventually we can play a little bit of this in some stream. Nothing, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, both of the ban list and of this new deck, of this new WINDWITCH stuff that I think it's super nice. I think it's definitely a cog-worthy deck. Also, I think it should be relatively easily, especially if you want to play. Also, if you play some back rows, some limited tree cards. I love it. Honestly, it's a very nice deck. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.